Anistas, this is Tracy with Left Hook Crochet. So welcome to my will-be weekly updates. So this one's going to be, it's going to seem like it's a lot. I have been off of my festival season since December. Our last one in December would have been the first weekend. It actually got canceled. So I have been crocheting on and off-ish December and most of January. Then I kicked it up a notch. So I have a little bit of inventory left from last year that I'm not going to show you. But I have, let's see, I've got body bags on the floor ready for your perusal. So with all that said and done, I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to have it as stationary as possible so you can see everything. And I'm just going to like cut in and out so you can get a good idea. All right, here we go. Alright, first up, I've made some hearts. These are just, you know, nice little fidgets that you can put in your pocket and carry around. I thought these were done, but they're not. But I'm going to include them anyway, because these are baby chicks, and they're fidgets. So they're the ones that the top goes up and down on. But instead of being a mushroom, you turn it upside down, put a little beak on it right there, and it's a baby chick or baby duck. And so, oh, I didn't tell you, I had 25 of the hearts and 25 of these. These are also popper fidgets. These are aliens I need to put their eyes on, but 25. I have 25 frogs, and these are squeakers. And I use variegated yarn with it, not variegated, ombre yarn. And so they're all different kinds of colors, same yarn though. And of course, you know, I've been doing the baby chicks and the aliens, so of course, mushrooms. Same concept, nice little quiet fidget. 25. And here are all my octopi, not sure. Anyway, great fidget. They can just sit there and pull on each of their little tentacles, or they can sit there and just, you know, squish around on that. It is no sew, yay. I did 25 of those. And of course, gotta have the leggy frogs. These are my small ones. I put squeakers in them. Side note, one of my Boston Terriers loves it. She has claimed one of these. I had to make an extra one. And she gently carries it around, and she'll go put it in like a little hole, and then she just loves on it. She'll give it sugars and just nuzzle it against her cheek. I call it her baby. And so these are cute, and they're fun because, you know, woo. I made 10 of those. All right, I decided to do the fidget hedgehogs, and I played around with it. Found a couple of tutorials online, and I just didn't like how mine turned out, so I frogged it and made my own pattern, of course, right? So I made 5 of those. And continuing with the fidget poly bead theme, I decided to do some octopus, and I made them where you had a little bumpy head in the back. And I mean, you can shake them in here, or you can do that, but I also have them where these individual ones will spin. So I made 5 of my octopus pie. Yeah. Alright, these are my cheeky fungi. I have 2 body styles. These are my patterns. I have a curvy You can see he has like an hourglass shape. And then I have a stalk where it's just straight up and down. And these do not have butts, sadly. I do the butts on the bigger ones. I'm wondering though, should I go back and give them booties? Let me know. Leave that in a comment. Are you team butt or team no butt for the fun guys? I made 5 of each of those. And these are some more octopi, you know. I'm going to get myself in trouble on here just by saying that too many times. Again, no sew, and this is in between the first batch that you saw, which are like my fidgets. This is my small size, and the ones that had the beads in them are my medium size, and I made 10 of those. Alright, I have a complete bowling alley full of aliens. While I am left hook crochet by myself, when my sister and I are together, we are known as ET's Crochet. Her name is EB's Crochet. I'm left hook crochet. She is really named Elaine. I am really named Tracy, so ET. And our logo when we're together is alien. So, yeah. And these usually sew well, so while I would normally just do 5 of these, I just went ahead and bammed out 10. Okay, so that was my medium. These are my large. And I made 2 of those, and I felt it on both of those sets of eyes. So that's why they look a little wonky, and they're not consistent. It's because I felt it though. So I make 2 of the large. Okay, these are my medium possums, and I make them with little janky legs so they kind of shake. And we like to display them hanging up like that. Gets people's attention for sure. And so I made 10 of my medium size and 20 of my small. And I have been told by one of the wildlife people that I've been in contact with on our festivals that these are actually the size of baby possums. Oh my God. So I think that's so cute that I actually nailed that without even trying. So I made 20 of these. And now for this week's actual makes. So I made 5 small cows, and yes, I did their udders on there. And all their spots are felted on. And I did 2 large. Did I say those were small to begin with? If I did, I meant they're medium. My bad. These are my large cows. I made 2 of them. Then I made 2 Highland cows. These are large. And here are 5 medium pigs. I curled their tail. Believe it or not, this is a no-sew, my pattern. And I did 2 large pigs. Again, my pattern. Oh my gosh, like I said, that was a lot. But that is like 2.5 months worth. And the cows and the pigs were finished this past week. All of them are my patterns. I really need to get my patterns up and going. I know, I'm sorry. But, yeah, and of course, I'm working on the ducks. But, because they're not finished, I'll include those in next week's makes. So, let me know what you think. My first festival that I will be at is on March 14th. It's in Ray, Georgia at the Polk Vineyard venue, and it is the South Georgia Wine Festival. Believe it or not, they go crazy for this, so I make an appearance. Anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this week's makes. Let me know what you think of it. What was your favorite? And let me know if you have any questions. What should I put a pattern out for first? Let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, tell all your friends. And please subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscriptions up so I can be able to offer perks. And I'm thinking maybe my second level might be, I'm not sure. Really got to put some more thought in that. I know I'm going to do emojis and recognize how long you've been for like the first level. And then the second level, I might have subscribe only viewing. And then like my third level, I might give them a free pattern. We'll see. I'm thinking about that. Don't know if that's going to come to fruition or not. Keep me accountable, people. Keep me accountable. All right. Happy hooking, and I will see you next time. Bye.